أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي بمحمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن عدوهم. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny said, the bane of religion is desire. The bane of religion is desire. With Islamic laws, we reach to issue number 64. With issue number 64, we're going to talk about the places where it is haram a person relieves himself. It is haram to relieve oneself at the following 4 places. It is haram. That means it is a verdict. It is a verdict. Haram to relieve oneself in blind alleys without the permission of the people who live there. Definitely, if you enter in alley and this alley is blind, it's blocked from the other side, and there are people living there, it is haram to relieve yourself. It is haram to relieve yourself in this alley. Without what? Without the permission. Alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah. Without the permission, sabbahakumullah bil khair wa jameel. Without the permission of the people there. Definitely they're not going to accept. Nobody is accepting that you're going to relieve yourself in his way to his home. Anyhow, if they accept, it's not haram. But if they do not, so you have to take the permission of all the people whom they live there. On the property of a person who has not granted permission for the purpose. On the property of a person who you do not have a permission to relieve yourself there, especially here, even in the cities. Even in the cities, you find a property, a small land for somebody, belong to somebody, and you need to what? You need to relieve yourself there. You should take the permission of that person. Otherwise, it is haram. It is haram. You see, people, they do such things without taking permission. So how many haram acts they have done? Number 3, at a place which is a waqf. A waqf, it means exclusively for its beneficiaries. Waqf, this waqf, it is, I can make a land as a waqf, I can make a house, a building, a well, a pool, anything belong to me, I can make it a waqf. Even this camera, I can make it what? I can make it a waqf. What does it mean, a waqf? What does it mean, a waqf? Waqf, it means that the benefits of this property, this land, this house, this building, this camera, the benefit will go to a specific people. For example, if I have a land on the pedestrian, on Mashaya for Imam Hussein, before my death, or while I'm alive, I said, this land, it is a waqf for the Mashaya of Imam Hussein, for the pedestrian or the people whom they walk to visit Imam Hussein, to the holy shrine, or to visit the grave of Imam Hussein. That means this land, this property, all its benefits it is for those people. That means it is haram for other people to take the benefit from it, except the people whom? The Zuwar of Imam Hussein or Mashah. Yes. You have the mic, I think. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Sheikh. Just the benefit, what about the possession?
The possession of the land, it wouldn't belong to somebody. It would belong to the whole people. Sorry. The land itself, it wouldn't belong to somebody, and it is haram to sell it. It is haram to sell it. But only the benefit will belong to whom? Belong to those people, to the specified people. While the land or the property itself, it wouldn't belong to anybody. There must be what? There must be somebody who is going to run it, to take care of it, to keep it away from others, but it does not belong to anybody. Okay, this is waqf. So it is haram for somebody to relieve himself on the property, alaykum salam, on the property of a person who has not granted permission, or at the place which is waqf exclusively for its beneficiaries, like some madrasa. And number 4, on the graves of mu'mineen and at the sacred places whose sanctity will thus be violated. Number 4, if we went to the graveyard, and definitely there are many graves there, it is haram to relieve oneself on the grave of a mu'min. On the graves of a mu'min, it is haram to relieve oneself there. Maybe you will ask, how about the non-mu'min? How about the non-mu'min? The kafir, for example, the infidel. No, the riwayah, the verdict, the hukum, it is belong to the graves of mu'mineen. That's it. That's it. It is haram to relieve oneself on the graves of mu'mineen and at the sacred places, just like the holy shrines, the places, for example, the mazarat, people whom they go to visit, the virtuous people, righteous people. Yep. And if this act violated that sanctity, it shouldn't be done. To relieve yourself there, no, it is haram. Issue number 65. The following three cases, anus can be made tahir with water alone. That means without these three cases, we can make the anus tahir with other things, not with water. Maybe with paper, clean paper, a stick, not a bone definitely, a rock, and so on. We will mention all these things inshallah. So in the following three cases, anus can be made tahir with water alone. Number 1, if another najasa like blood appears along with the feces. In case if the feces gushes out from the anus, yes, and there was a blood with it. In this case, there is nothing will make the anus tahir except the water, only water. 2, if an external najasa reaches the anus, if an external najasa, like sometimes when we sit in the latrine, that the excretion goes strongly with what? With the pressure, and then the water inside the latrine will comes up to our body, to our thighs. In this case, we have to wash it or to clean it with water only. We cannot clean it with what? With paper or with a rock and something like that. Number 3, if more than usual najasa spread around the anus. When is this happening? This happening when a person has a diarrhea. When he has a diarrhea, you know that in a normal situation that the feces takes the shape of rectum. It comes out in very, what we call it, tidy shape, and they catch together. I mean, it catches together the feces, but with diarrhea, it is melted, not solid, just a normal way, a normal situation when the feces gushes out. It is solid. But when somebody has a diarrhea, that the feces, the excretion comes just like a liquid. And this liquid, it couldn't be gushed out with this pressure in a normal way. So it will be separated here and there. So when it gushes out, it will touch what? It will touch the other places of the body, just like thighs. In this case, we have to wash it with water only, to make it tahir with water only. Okay, is this understood? Good. In the cases other than those mentioned above, the 3 cases, anus can be made tahir either by water or by using a cloth or stone. Look, anus can be made tahir either by water or by using cloth or stone, etc. Although it is always better to wash it with water as a recommended precaution, it is better to what? To wash it with water. For details, we will see issues number 68 and 70, from 68 to 70. Issue number 66, the urinary organ cannot be made tahir without water. The urinary organ cannot be made tahir without what? Without water. If one uses kur or running water, then washing the organ once will suffice. The urinary organ, you know what the urinary organ? Yes. I mean the urinary organ, it is the place or the hole where the urine goes out. This is how can I do not need to make all of it tahir, because all of it's not mutanajis unless it touches what? With feces or with urine. We need to make it tahir. But only the hole at the bottom, at the front part will the curriculum will be what? It should be tahir. It should be tahir. Yes. So if we wash it kur, or if we use kur or running water, then washing the organ once will suffice. What does it mean once? Definitely you need to remove what? To remove the essential najasa. You need to remove the essential najasa first. What does that mean? This means we have to remove the essential najasa with first wash and then to wash it next time for what? For making tahir, for making it is clean. Tahir, I mean not clean, definitely. Tahir is different from clean. Tahir from najasa and clean from dirt. Yes, after removal of essential najasa, but if one uses andurkur water, qaleel water, then recommended precaution is to wash it twice, better still 3 times. How I can make it twice or 3 times? Look, this is the urinary or urethra. This is the urethra, all right? Now, when the water goes out, the urine goes out, I need to wash it. I have this utensil, ibriq, okay? And as you know, this is andurkur water. So how can I make it 3 times? The first wash is what? To remove the essential najasa. That's number 1. Then number 1, number 2, number 3. That's 3 times. Just to put water and move it, this 1. Put water and move it, 2. Put water and move it, this is number 3. Is that clear? If you put the whole water on the where the urine gas is getting out, this will be what? Once. This will be count as once. Yes, Sheikh.
Is it a must to make istibra in order to make sure that
we will take the istibra?
no urine goes?
We will take the istibra. Don't be in a hurry. By the way, the jurist, and definitely he takes all his information from the Ahlul Bayt. They will never let anything without telling us how much they love us, how much they take care of us. Definitely. Issue number 67. If the anus is washed with water, one should ensure that no trace of feces is left on it. If the anus is washed with water, you have to check there is no what? There is no articles or substances. There is no substances of feces left away or left there on it. However, there is no harm if color and smell remain. Color or smell remains, doesn't matter. But the substances, no, still mutanajjis. And if it is washed thoroughly in the first instance, leaving no particle of stool, then it is not necessary to wash it again. As we said, to wash from feces, we need only what? Once. We need only one. Whatever the water we're using, the water is the water core, running water, and durkur water. With feces, we need to wash it only once. But the most important thing is that what? To remove the whole substances, the whole particles of this feces. Issue number 68. Any question before I go to the other issue? Pay attention, these issues are of a daily problem issues, so we have to ask, we have to inquire. It is very important. The anus can be made tahir with a stone, cloth, or cloth, provided they are. So, when if you remember before 2 or 3 issues, before going, we mentioned 3 cases. 3 cases. The outlet of feces would be washed with water. Otherwise, it could be cleaned by what? Or it could be not cleaned. Sorry, it could be. You should correct me. It could be tahir, without water. Without water. With what? Let's see. Either with a cloth, either with a stick, wood, or paper. Maybe a rock. But provided that this stone, this cloth should be number one dry, and number 2 tahir. These 2 conditions, number 1 and 2. And there is another condition. Try to write number 1 and number 2, please. If there is a slight moisture on it, on this stone, cloth or cloth, which does not reach the outlet, there is no objection. If this cloth or this piece of cloth or this stone, if it has some moisture, but this moisture is not touching what? For example, this is a stone, and from this side has what? Has a moisture, but it is dry from the other side. I use the dry side to what? To make the outlet tahir. So the wet side is not touching what? Is not touching the outlet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I need up to now, I need 2 conditions: that this cloth, this stone, dry and tahir. There is another condition. It should be what? It should be cleaned with it for the first time. It shouldn't be used. It shouldn't be used. In Arabic we said إنه تكون باكر. In Persian we said pak, and in English we said virgin. This stone, alaykum assalam rahmatullah wa barakatuh. This stone should be what? Should be tahir. Should be virgin. What does it mean, virgin? It is done for the first time. Only for the first time. Issue number 68, the anus can be made tahir with a stone cloth or a cloth, provided they are dry and tahir. If there is slight moisture on it, which does not reach the outlet, there is no objection. Issue number 69, if one makes oneself totally tahir with a stone, cloth or a cloth, once, it will be enough. So if he uses it once and he makes himself tahir with it, there is no need to use it twice or thrice or fourth. So there is no numeration. There is no number for making yourself tahir with a cloth, with a stone, with a piece of cloth. There is no need to make it tahir. There is no number. If you make yourself tahir once, that's enough. If you need to use it another time to make it, use another time, twice, thrice, maybe fourth, it doesn't matter. Issue number 69, if one makes oneself totally tahir with a stone, cloth or cloth, once, it will be enough, though it is better to do it 3 times. It is better, that means what? It is as a recommended precaution. Maybe I will ask you, what does it mean it is better? You should say it is as a recommended precaution. And what does it mean as a recommended precaution? It means if you do it, you will have rewarded. If you are not going to be punished. This is the complete answer. This is the right answer. In fact, it is better to use 3 pieces. It is better. This is another what? Another recommended precaution. And if one does not get totally tahir after 3 times, he may continue till he is tahir. That means there is no number. Why? Sayyid Sistani in this issue is different from late Abu al-Qasim al-Khu'i. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him the mercy and high position, Ridwan, in Jannah, inshaAllah. Sayyid Sistani is different in verdict in fatwa with Sayyid Abu al-Qasim al-Khu'i in this matter. However, there is no harm if invisible tiny particles are still there. Look, what is, if there is a question, if you can write it down, if you can write this question down. What is the difference between making yourself the outlet of feces tahir with using water or using cloth or piece of cloth or cloth or stone? What is the difference? The difference is that using water, we should be sure that the outlet is completely tahir and there is no particles left. If there is any particles left, this outlet is still what? Still mutanajjis. While it doesn't matter with color and the smell. Color and smell, if it is left, still it is tahir, but there is no particles. While with using what? Using cloth, piece of stone, if some particles left, there is no harm. This is the difference. Tiny particles. Look, tiny particles. Issue number 70. It is haram to make the anus tahir with the things which are sacred and revered. It is haram that one makes himself tahir or make the outlet tahir with sacred things and revered. Like what? Like turba Husayniyya. Like piece of paper written the name of Allah or the name of the Immaculate Imams, or the bills which is written just like Qul Huwa Allahu Ahad, or the $100 written the name of Allah on it. If you pay attention, in God we trust, God, this is the name of Allah. We cannot make our outlets tahir with these things because it will remove its sanctity. Like a paper on which the names of Allah and the prophets are written, and using bones or dung. You know what does mean dung? Roth. Ahsantu. For the purpose may not make the place tahir. Using bones, dung for cleaning or for making the outlet tahir, it wouldn't make it tahir. Issue number 71. If a person doubts whether he has made the outlet tahir. If a person doubts whether he has made the outlet tahir, it is necessary. Look, it is necessary. That means what? This is a verdict. This is a fatwa. Obligatory. It is necessary that he should make it tahir, even if he may have been doing it always as a matter of habit. I know myself, when I'm in a latrine, I always be sure that my outlet is what? Is tahir and clean. I always do that. But this time, when I'm getting out of the lavatory, I doubt. Did I make it tahir or not? In this case, I have to go back and wash it again until I'm sure that it becomes what? It becomes tahir. No, there is no قاعدة استصحاب here. If we act according to قاعدة الاستصحاب, it was متنجس. Because I'm sure, I'm sure that it is what? It is mutanajis because the feces, it just gets out.
What about uncertainty concerning my habits that I'm always making tahir?
In this case, it doesn't work because it is a vertical. It is a vertical. Issue number 72. When a person doubts after salah whether he made the outlet tahir before he started the prayer, when a person doubts after salah, look, that means he has finished his salah and then this doubt comes up. This doubt comes up after where? After the salah, after performing his salah. When a person doubts after salah whether he made the outlet tahir before he started the prayer, the salah already prayed will be valid. Here قاعدة yes. In this case, his salah he has just finished. The salah he has just finished is what? Is in order. Okay. Can I pray again with this wudu? Can I pray? Can I count on this tahara and make another salah, perform another salah with this ablution, with this tahara? Let's see. The salah already prayed will be valid, but for the ensuing prayer, the incoming prayer, he will make himself tahir. He will make himself tahir.
Because he made the doubt that he was not. So he should make himself tahir, not to pray again.
Okay. Listen. Yes, go ahead.
Because he has a doubt that he wasn't tahir. So when he wants to pray another time, he should make sure that he is tahir in order to pray.
This is number one. And about the prayer, before he going prayer, the prayer he just finished, why we accept it from it? Because while he is praying, he has no doubt, and he has finished his salah, and when he has finished, there is no need to what? To repeat his salah again. To repeat his salah. But yes.
Sorry for
No, it's okay. Go.
What about he is fond of doubting?
No, this is something different. This is somebody different. This person who doubts a lot, kathir al-shak, he must say I'm tahir and keep praying. He's not involved in this issue. Okay. Now we came to istibra. Istibra, confirmation of emptiness. Istibra is to be sure 100% that the urinary organ is what? Is empty of either urine or semen. And if you made the istibra ways, if you follow it and made it, after what is the benefit? What is the benefit? The benefit after making istibra, whatever the liquid is going out, first of all, you do not need to check out, to investigate. If you made the istibra and there is a liquid comes out of the urinary organ, you do not to check out. Okay, if I do not investigate, is this liquid is tahir or najis? It is tahir. It is tahir. Unless you know that this liquid is a urine or a semen. If you do not know, you will ask, shall I investigate? No, there is no need to investigate. Because we asked you already, did you make the istibra? You said, yes, I made the istibra. Okay, this liquid is tahir. You do not need to check. Why? Because man has 5 liquids, coming out of his urinary organ. Mani, madi, wadi, and semen. Sorry, urine, madi, wadi, and semen. The first and the last one are najis. The first urine needs to wash the ordinary organ. That's it. It will become tahir. And the last one, the semen needs to have what? Ghusl. While the 3 in between, they are tahir and they do not need for ghusl or to make the urinary organ washed. Anyhow, istibra is a recommended act. So this act, it is not what? It is not obligatory. For men, how about women? Sayyid al-Sistani is different with late Abu al-Qasim al-Khou'i in such issue. Sayyid Abu al-Qasim al-Khou'i, he has a way for women to make istibra, to press their outlet by white from the side, okay? And this way he said it makes istibra. While Sayyid Sistani said there is no istibra for women. Istibra is recommended act for man after urinating its object. Is it to ensure it is object urinating, after urinating. Its object is to ensure, موضوع هذا الاستبراء is to ensure that no more urine is left in the urethra. No more urine left in the urethra. There are certain ways of performing istibra, and the best of them is that after the passing of urine, if the anus also becomes mutanajjis, it is made tahir first. Why we should make the anus tahir first and then we should make what? We should make istibra. Because imagine that this is the outlet of the feces, and this is the urinary organ. Okay, we need to press with this middle finger from where is the outlet, right here, till the middle of till the beginning of the urinary organ 3 times to the top, just like this. Press it and move it like this, as if you pushing something, and you're doing this 3 times. Then from the middle of the urinary or from the urethra till the curriculum, you need to put the middle finger and the thumb up the urinary organ and press it and to push it away. Press it and push it away. Press it and push it away 3 times. Then the last time you should what? You should what we call it, make this curriculum by your finger like this 3 times until the drops of water, the drops of urine is out. Then you can wash it. This is what we call it the istibra, or in Arabic we call it al-kharatat al-tis'a. And if you made this recommended act, I told you previously what is the result. Issue number 74, we will take it next lecture inshallah. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum wa la'anahum.